All right, you guys, we got a really good challenge for you today. You may be able to see my face is totally red because I finished it actually about 20 minutes ago and I still haven't cooled down yet. But it's a good challenge. So it's another 16 move workout. You're gonna need light weights, maybe a set of heavier weights, and if you have it, a resistance band. And if you don't have weights, I'll try to show you what we can do for resistance bands, but I feel like I promise you guys that every time and I never do it. So here we go. You're gonna want that interval clock. What I did was 40 seconds of work, 12 second break in between, so 16 intervals, and then 4 30-second intervals at the end for a little cardio in between rounds. I would suggest doing 30-second intervals, but you can challenge yourself with 40 if you would like to. It is a challenge. So the first move, you guys, is going to be, you can do it weighted or unweighted. I did it weighted, and it is a forward lunge, holding the weights at your chest, and then twisting towards that knee. We're alternating. So you're going to be here 30 to 40 seconds, your choice. Just making sure the back is tall and straight, shoulders are down, and that front knee stays behind the toe. Just going nice and slow, no need to speed that up. Then we're going to drop into a squat, and I like for this a sumo squat. So I'm dropping my tailbone straight down, my knees are coming out wide, my toes are out at an angle, my chest is high. I'm holding here and it's alternating punches. So you're holding the squat and alternating jabs. That is your next interval. Third interval is going to drop squats. Now, the first round, I did it with weights. The next two, I did not do it with weights. And how I did the drop squats was I stepped out and drop, and out and drop. Just alternating sides. We're reaching towards the floor, but your flexibility may not allow you to get to the floor, and that's okay. I just want you to drop as low as you can, keeping the chest high and dropping those hips back. I don't want you moving forward. See how my hips are high? This is not good. We want it to be here. Okay, then on that drop squat, when you're coming up, focus on pulling those hips up each time. That's going to help you get that chest high. Our next move is going to be a triple, which is a triple crunch followed with a triple reverse crunch. So do that sideways so you can see it. Laying on your mat, hands up behind your head, you're going to crunch 3 times. Then you're going to lay the upper body down, lift the legs, and reverse crunch 3 times. Driving those legs up as high as you can. Try not to fall down. Lowering down, pushing back up. Controlling out both legs. Our next exercise, we're going to do a squat, staying low. So you come halfway up in a reverse lunge, squat, stay low, reverse lunge. That's 5. Now we've got 6. I want you to come into a side plank. I'll show you this one way, and then I'm gonna face you, and then I'm gonna go sideways so you can see both angles. On the side plank, elbow under shoulder. See how that's stacked? It should be a straight line, shoulder, elbow right there. We're going to abduct the leg out. I want you to pull those hips in. And if and when, you guys, first round I could do, second, third round, I had to modify a little bit. When that gets hard, push that inner knee down into the ground and keep going. And that is still a lot of work. So I would work it as hard as you can on the edge of your foot. And when that gets too much, drop to that knee and keep going. Now, I'm going to show you this way because I want you to pull those hips in. A lot of people do their side plank and they're pushing those hips out. You want to pull those hips in this way, pull the belly button in this way. So we're really anchored in there. And then we're abducting that leg out. So you're going to do one side. Then you're going to come, grab some weights. This one you could use heavier ones. And we're going to do a combo here. It's a 3-move combo. We're going to start with a chest fly, go to a skull crusher, and then into a shoulder press. So watch this. Starting up with the weights above the chest, you're going to open wide chest fly. When you get to the top, the elbows stay there, bend into the elbows, skull crusher. When you get to the top, flip those elbows out, shoulder press, chest fly, skull crusher, shoulder press. So 3 moves in once, you're gonna do that. And then you're gonna do your abductions on the other side. Now what I found was, when I wrote the workout, we did one side then the other, and then we did the upper body. And in that side plank, your lower leg is working really hard to hold your body up, so that when you flip and then you're trying to abduct that leg out, it's super tight. So that's why I put that upper body movement in between the 2 sides, so then hopefully gives that time for that lower leg to rest, so that when you flip over, you've got a little bit of strength to be able to push through to the end on that one. Our next exercise is called Inchworm. You can do this with or without a push-up. The key to Inchworm is to keep the legs as straight as you can. So I'm going to stand at the edge of my mat. I'm going to bend down, my legs are straight. Walk the hands out, push up. Walk the hands back, my legs are still straight as possible. Pull the hips in to stand. So I'm going to do that sideways for you. I'm going to bend down, walk the hands out, push up, walk the hands back in, and stand. Keeping the legs straight is going to keep that inner hamstring engaged, which is what we like. Now our next exercise is our only one with resistance bands per se. If you don't have resistance bands, you can do this without. It just adds a little bit of a difference to this move. We do high knees in here, we've done them a ton. When you do it with resistance bands, you pull those hands in front of the face so I can see them at the top of my vision. And it's high knees right here, pushing into those bands, engaging that core, works the stomach a little bit differently. So that is number 10. Our next exercise, picking up those heavier weights again, you guys, is a deadlift to an upright row. I'm going to show you from the side, and then I'll face you. When you're doing the deadlift, it's soft knees, but they are not bent. A lot of people will squat a deadlift, and we don't want to do that. What we want to do is keep our eyes high, push the hips back, and drop the upper body. Pull those shoulders back and pull the hips in. So focus on pulling those shoulders back and the hips in. When I keep my eyes high, it keeps my back flat, and that's important. So the move we're doing here is deadlift into an upright row. And you do not need to speed that up. In fact, I wouldn't speed it up. Keep it nice and slow and controlled, and you'll feel a lot of results on that. So pushing the hips back, pulling them forward, upright row. All right, you guys, next one is star jumping jack. This is a new one that I found online. We're gonna start low in a squat and then jump out. That's it. It's simple, but effective. I think you'll like it. All right. The next one is a star sit-up. So we're gonna lay down, arms and legs are gonna be wide, and we're gonna bring hand to foot, hand to foot. Now on this, you can do a crunch if you can do a crunch, but if you can do more of a full sit-up, I would come up as high as you can go. So laying down, you've got crunch or full sit-up, full sit-up. So you do you, maybe you try to do the full as many as you can and end with the crunch, or maybe you just do the crunch the whole time. It's all work. The next exercise is a hard one. I'm not even gonna lie. It is a squat to a tuck jump. The focus here is bringing the knees up. So it's not a squat jump. It's a squat to a tuck jump. So you're going to squat and then bring those knees up. Squat and 30 seconds. So, I mean, you're not going to get more than 15, probably, unless you're a total champ. So I probably shouldn't even tell you that. Go for 15. Do it. Last two, you guys. On this one, it's skydiver to Superman. The first round I did weights. It was exhausting. I say try it. And if you can do it, keep doing it. Then I put the weights down and I was still able to really feel it. What we're working here with this is you're gonna feel it in your hamstring and glutes and in your upper back. This is a deltoid exercise here. So you're gonna start knees bent, hands by your head, and you're gonna lift the chest and knees, and then you're gonna extend legs and arms out, bring them back in and drop. So skydiver, Superman, back. And you will feel this. It's funny because it feels like it wouldn't be that big a deal, but to lift those knees and hold it, then extend the legs and bring it back in, I was really feeling it in my glutes, which is fantastic. And the last exercise, you guys, is down in plank. You're gonna do 4 mountain climbers, jump into Frogger. So Frogger is feet wider than the hands, and you lift the hands and chest. Here we go. Down in plank, my hips are in line. I'm in 4 mountain climbers. Jump the feet in wide, lift the hands and chest. 4 mountain climbers. Jump the feet in wide, lift the chest. That's all 16. So then I suggest 2 minutes of cardio, just to make it fun. Get that heart rate up. Your heart rate will be up, but just as a little bit of a transition between rounds. And what I did was 30 seconds of jumping jacks, 30 seconds high knees, 30 seconds butt kickers, 30 seconds of jumping jacks, and then back in. So when I set my timer, or when you set your timer, I would do 30-second intervals with 12 seconds in between. So you're gonna do 16 of those, and then 30-second cardio at the end without anything in between, and then give yourself like 25 seconds to just breathe, and then have it start again. So for 3 rounds. So I've put it on before, and you can look back in my posts, but the Gym Boss timer, that's the one that I use that works the best for me. Anyways, all right, you guys, have fun with it. Good luck.